and YouTube the music video for this. It's an unusual video. Some of us that have seen it, we watched it over and over because how'd they do that? How'd they do that? The video was from 1985, and even to this day, it's still remarkable as one of the best videos of all time. And it took them 4 months to make the video. So I would encourage you to actually watch the video. 1.6 million views so far on the video. And if all of you, that'll bring it up to 2 million. Here's some Take On Me. Our next selection, American Variations, it's one of my favorites for many, many years now. It's written by the band's friend, our local composer, Jerry Billick, which I asked Jerry to come and conduct it tonight, but he's in Florida right now, and he won't be able to be here. And so I asked him, well, we'll play it this summer, come and conduct it. And Jerry's not going to be able to help us out this year because he's feeling well, but his wife is not doing well, and he can't leave her alone. And I don't want to give away his age, but he was born in 1933, so you do the math. So but for his age, for those of us that are familiar, have met him last year at one of our concerts, he's a wildly excitable person here. He wrote this American Variation on an old 16th century early colonial song, Barbara Allen. This is not Barbara Ann like the Beach Boys, ba 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 ba. No, not that one. This is Barbara Allen, and it's kind of a sad love story. Actually, what it is, it's a guy and a girl, obviously, and the guy does something to offend the girl, and she kind of gives him a hard time for a long time. So she doesn't respond to a lot of his overtures for dating and things like that. And then finally he gets sick and he dies, and then she's so upset that he dies that she ends up dying herself. It's kind of a really sad song, but the song is actually fun. The opening, you might recognize, I'm not a singer, that's why I had to swing my stick up here. But the tune for Barbara Ann Barbara Allen went in Scarlet Town, where I was bound. There was a fair maid dwelling, whom I had chose to be my own. And her name it was Barbara Allen. And it goes through like 17 different choruses of telling the story. So it's going to start off with that theme, our piece, and then it's going to go through various variations in the Jerry Billick humor of Italian and Russian and Hebrew and rock and roll and blues. And it's a real fun piece here. So here is American Variations by Jerry Billick. Okay, long time ago, we, the officers and the Livingston County Concert Band, they decided they come up with these clever and cute little titles, like thinking of novelty pieces. This is the piece, the next one that we're going to do, which always pops up, is Midnight Fire Alarm. And most anybody who's been in band for a long period of time probably has played this. It's actually like a bucket brigade type of a Keystone Cop type of a way this thing is geared here, folks. So it's here's where we're going to start to have some fun here, okay? So today we want you to laugh with us. There'll be times you will laugh at us, and we want you to go ahead and do that. So, and I think the fun's about to begin here. So this is where I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. So, alrighty, I'm afraid to start. Here we go. Midnight Fire Alarm. section. Who wants to play this polka? And the entire section wants to play. So we have to do a little restaging right now. And the clarinet section's coming down here. Play the Pie in the Face polka. It's from a movie, The Great Race. It's a Henry Mancini piece of music here. And it's a really fun piece to play for clarinet. Really, really fun. I wish I had a clarinet to play along. I'd join you. Oh yeah, I would. Oh come on, yeah, you know, this is a really fun piece. If I only had a clarinet, I would play it. So what? Thanks, Brian. Good thing I have the music here too for it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, now the real silliness starts here. Okay. And this is the one that we have a hard time not having a good time up here with it. We're going to play a piece called The Grand Serenade for an awful lot of wind and percussion. And it's by a guy by the name of PBQ Bach. That's a fictitious name. I got to let you know, it's all this tongue-in-cheek type of thing. The Bachs, we're all familiar with Johann Sebastian Bach. Well, he actually, there were quite a few Bachs that were musicians, quite a few dozens. There were lots of them. So this particular person, Peter Shuckley, he came up with this fictitious name, P.D.Q. Bach, and he's writing these supposed classic pieces, but they're written very in a funny way here. So hopefully you will laugh with and maybe at us. Okay, so here's actually the program notes. Now that you kind of know. Throughout recorded history, there have been certain composers that have stood far above their peers in terms of their contributions to musical literature. Fortunately, P.D.Q. Bach never achieved this status. Unfortunately, Professor Peter Shuckley rediscovered one of the PDQ's deservedly obscure works and adapted it for band. This act of scholarship should not set the modern concert band movement back by more than 50 years or so. In all seriousness, this has become a classic novelty selection for the better band. So here it is. It's in 4 different movements here, folks. So we got the different movements, and we're going to get started. I didn't put the first one's called the Grand Entrance. What's the second movement called?
Simply Grand Minuet.
Simply Grand Minuet, and the third one?
Romance in the Grand Manner.
Romance. Anybody who's built a band, you know Joe. Joe has always got something to say. And the fourth movement? What's the fourth movement?
Rondo, mucho grando.
Rondo, mucho grando. So here is Grand Serenade for an awful lot of wind and percussion.
I'm playing percussion. And I'm playing
We need to do a little bit of restaging, and we need to get our band secretary up here to help out on our next piece. For those who don't know, this is a typewriter. Your parents will explain it to you, maybe your grandparents. They typed up a list of complaints. All right, let's see. There's been a lot of grumbling going on in the band here. Let's see. Trumpets, they want more solos. Flutes, more 16th notes. Oh, that's what they want. Clarinets, they want more rests. Low brass, fewer rests. Okay. Double reeds, they want perfect reed days all the time. Oh, there you go. Oh, French horns, they want notoriety. Okay, French horns, stand up, take a bow. French horns. No. French horns, stand up, French horns. There's your 3 seconds of fame. All right, trombones, it's not a giant paper clip. Oh, okay, that's good. Hold up a trombone, it's not a giant paper clip. All right. Saxophones, they want better placement on stage. Percussion, they want more cowbell. More cowbell. Band, they want mandatory trumpet mutes. They play too loud. Okay, there's a lot of, this is all in fun, I hope, right? You guys are happy with what's going on. We'd like to finish up our concert here, but before we go on, a few announcements I'd like to make. We will be having some refreshments in the lobby afterwards, like we always do. We would like to invite you to come and join us. The refreshment people wanted me to tell you that for those that are lactose intolerant, we actually have 2 different punches. One that has ice cream and one sans ice cream, no ice cream in it. So we want to make that announcement. I also wanted to thank our officers for the Livingston County Concert Band, and I'm going to have the past officers and present officers please stand to be acknowledged for all the hard work that they've done. Stand up, please. And librarians. Thank you. All right, this is closing up our concert here, unless I hear Encore. Afterwards, this is going to be our last piece here tonight. A lot of us have learned, not yet, we play them. Cute, I like that. All right, good. Our last piece here is What's Up at the Symphony. A lot of us have learned about classical music by watching Bugs Bunny cartoons. And that's what you're about to hear. This is some excerpts from Bugs Bunny cartoons of various songs that you should recognize for those that watch Bugs Bunny, and that's, I think, the majority of us here. Here is What's Up at the Symphony. Nobody understands it. We have an encore for you. This next piece here, a lot of us that remember Dick Clark will certainly enjoy this next piece. It's called Rock and Roll and Remember. It's a salute to Dick Clark. So a lot of the stuff that you might have heard on the Dick Clark show, and the piece will actually end up with a little Old Lang Syne, how we always hosted the New Year's Festival. So we want to thank you again for coming out here. Do check out our very busy schedule for the summer. 11 performances over 7 different cities, I think, is what we're looking at, with weather permitting, and we certainly hope to have you folks come and join us. Listen to us. If you play an instrument, come and talk to any one of us. We'll talk to you about how you can come and join and be a part of all this nonsense, all this fun up here. And hopefully we'll get this encore done, and we'll get you on your way. Here is Rock and Roll and Remember. guys have been so great. I think I can encourage the band to do one more song here. Right now. Oh yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah. Sit down. Let's one more. We'll do one more for you here. Okay. Yeah, I think I can talk them into it. They're just fooling around. They're just kidding. They want to play another song for us. We'll do. Get up your comic tattoo. The comic tattoo, please. August. They love me. We did. We had a lot of fun. Don't eat all the cookies. We're coming right back as soon as we put everything away. Thank you very much for coming. Hope to see you this summer, and have a nice summer if we don't.